And remember, the pound was also giving us a sell signal, but not as weak as the yen, and therefore you see pretty much. Remember, I told you that all of them weakening about the same weakness, and you can see all of them doing the same kind of setup towards. I mean, pretty much like the euro, pretty much like the only one that gave us a clear buy signal was the US dollar. Excuse me. So this is a very narrow range day. I mean, this pound yen day was, the high was 121.75 and the low was 121.05. So your range that day, the whole day, was very 70 pips. The previous day the high was 121.70, the low was 120.90, so again about 70 pips. So you got 2 days which are very tight range, tight days. So probably your move to the upside or to the downside out of very narrow range days is usually quite explosive. And we have the close here at 121.45. The high of the previous day is 121.71. So that makes our life very easy. We'll buy it above the 121.71, and we are going to take our stop from the intraday, and we're going to go short below the low of this day, which is the 120.90. So our short point is 120.90. The long point is the 121.71. So yesterday's high and low are the entry to the long side and the short side. So let's put this. So my long point is 121.71, yes, and the short point is, forgot the numbers of time, 120.90, and the short point is 120.90. And 0, that is my short point. And if I take it short, I'm going to pick up my stops from the intraday. There is my 121.70 right there. So it's clear already outlined for us on the chart. So if I'm going to buy it there, I mean, we have to put a stop right there at the close, below the close, below 1, which is not a big deal. I mean, actually, if you can put a stop even at the market side would be better. It's only 40 pips anyway. So we'll put our stop below 121.36, i.e. below the market side. And on the short side, if we trade below 120.90, I don't want it to come back above the 120.90. So that is going to be my stop. That means what? Means I'm going to give it 10-15 pips, but I'm not going to let it give it any much room than that, because if it breaks below these points, if it breaks this, it has to come down to this structural point. Okay? And my structural long point to the upside is the 122.52. That's the structural long point, and my structural short point is the 116.85. That they are the ones, they still are intact, they haven't changed from last week. So we are going to buy above 121.70. If we do, we have a structural point at 125.52. We got 400 pips to the upside, which again could be intervention, could be good for us. And our stop is going to be 121.36. I'm risking 40 points. On the short side, I'm going short below 120.90. And if I do, I have a structural point about 400 pips away if that happens. And in this case, I'm placing my stop at 120.90, exactly at my stop. I'm not going to give it too much room to work. That is the pound yen. Let me say that. So